Shalom, shalom. Welcome back to Rooted in Hebrew. Shalom, Sister Monica. I'm glad you made it in today. Being the 24th of February. Whew. In this past week, it would appear, well, I ain't gonna say appear, it's been a hectic one. And I seriously believe this is that time where we have to start taking into consideration more seriously is that fasting, because it's about to get a lot heavier on us and the world. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm seeing. I'm hearing. I was on Sister E's channel a couple of days ago, and things, and I understood what she was saying. Things are getting touchy. They are very, very much becoming very touchy now. Yeah, I listened to Teo's thing last night. I didn't listen to it all the way. I mean, I only went so far, then I got off. And I understand what they're saying. But at the same time, I try my best to stay away from browbeating people. And I try my best to stay away talking about what y'all would always do, things of that. That's just me. Because truthfully, you're asking people to join us to do such and such. And for the other ones that you're assuming is coming against you, I mean, you tear down. Either we will be for one another or we're not. And it is what it is. Either we're going to be for that for our brothers, or we're not going to be. One or the other. And the only judge that's going to be in these categories is going to be the Most High. He's going to be the supreme judge. Because you have different people with different attitudes and different thinking abilities. And you have some with some mental issues. This is the thing we have to take into consideration. Everybody's not going to be like you. They're not going to be like me. That's one thing we should have that down packed. And then at the same time, shalom, Sister Linda. And at the same time, we should have that and take that into consideration at all times. You may run up on a person who is what's the word? What do they call them? Down syndrome. And usually that's something that you can see. But what happens when you come to that person where you can't see that? You hold a judgment because you look at them and you say, you look like you're normal. You look like you got common sense. And this is how we starting to get into that judgmental situation category. Shalom, Sister Mara. That's what I'm looking at. Either we gonna be for you one another or we not. Period. Yes, we're going to catch flack from our own brothers and sisters. The scripture said that. We already have that warning. Yahusha said it. The people that are going to cause you trouble is going to be your own household. Should we feel discouraged? I mean, granted, it could hit a little bit harder. Because now you're dealing with somebody that you thinking, your brother and sister, they doing something contrary to you. But we have a whole lot of things that's about to, it's about to go down. Shalom, Sister Van P. I'm glad you made it in today, sis. There's some thing that's about to go down. Well, I ain't gonna say anybody else about to. It's going down. And the way these people think is this. Hey, if we get the majority of these Negroes unemployed, our tactic? Now, this is the government speaking. Hey, we cause so much trouble with them They get depressed. They go back to drinking, taking drugs, and tear up their own neighborhoods. Then we can swoop in like we Superman and save the day. What this I'm not gonna say government like it's just the United States. This nonsense is going across the board. But it's going to start with a destruction of a system. Shalom, Sister Kathy. It's going to start with a destruction of a system, period. And it seems like this man is doing a good job at doing it. All right, we can call it destroying. It is a destruction of a system in order to bring in a new system. And that's all I'm seeing. I've been saying that for a moment. This guy, what he's doing, and tell my people got to send in emails and things of that nature. My sister, she worked for United Healthcare. They gave her ultimatum too, because it's tied to the government. She already told my mother, "Hey, you probably need to look at some alternative medicine or whatever." Would you not say that this is a warning? Have we not been saying, "Hey, we need to be more self-sufficient. Hey, we need to cover. Hey, we need to get into our herbs." We've been saying that for a moment. Now it's like we wait to get to the front door. Instead, we try to make these immediate changes. But we were seeing these things from afar. Now we want to do something. We want to hold back our money and think. We've seen this stuff from afar. We've seen this a while ago. We've seen this a year ago. Why haven't we put anything like that in place? Now, what do we got to? Maybe it's me. I know when I was on Sister E's channel, she said something like this need to be put together. I've been saying that for the longest. Hey, we don't need to be right here going back and forth, arguing and everything. We need to put some stuff together. We need to put funds together because in order to save ourselves, to put ourselves in a better position in the event, not even in the event, but the fact that they said what they was going to do. We knew of the event before it even came. We knew of this. And now what are we doing now? And especially when you're seeing people on the chopping block when it comes to employment. Now, what do you think all this money is going to come from? I can only imagine unemployment. I would not be surprised if he went in there and fired the head chief of unemployment just to mess with the money of brothers and sisters who will be going out there trying to get their unemployment. Shalom, Brother Kenneth, I'm sorry. That's one thing I would not be surprised. He's doing everything else. If you want to talk about a system that is dying within, here it is. We're the perfect example. Sister, let me tell you something. Sister Kathy, I keep my passport on me. I do. The only one I'm having issue with is getting my son's passport from QTUA. We sent them email, they haven't responded. That's the only thing. But I was like, bump it. I just go back to the immigration office and get a replacement and keep it moving. I don't have time to be going back and forth with people. I really should. This is not the time for some unnecessary nonsense. Now, granted, I'm with what Sister E said. Hey, we need to take care of home. I mean, okay. But for those that know what their calling is or what their duties are, do them. If the Most High have not said to you, I need for you to go over here, you stay where you need to get them go. If he told you to go there, if he didn't, you stay put. It's just that simple. Because a lot of brothers and sisters, well, I ain't gonna say a lot, I'm gonna just say brothers. Um, it's this situation it's becoming more frustrating than anything. And this is the reason why I also speak about fasting. Because when you seeing the stress coming upon you, when you seeing it coming up, oh yeah, that's that telltale sign. Start fasting. You're gonna need it. And I seriously believe, brothers and sisters, because it may not be you personally that's going to be affected. But trust and believe, if you start having brothers and sisters start having issues and problems and things, it's going to rub off on you. You because you're going to start to see, man, sister so and so, she going through it. Then you're gonna hear about brother so and so. Then you're gonna hear about this other brother. You're gonna hear about this sister. You're gonna hear about their family. That stuff has an effect because when you start looking at us as a people, we get affected. We get affected. Sister Monica, brother Mike Roebuck sent them an email, and it's from my understanding, Sister Sharp's holding on to my son's passport when I was in Africa, and so we sent emails. They have not even responded or nothing to it, and so I mean I don't why they holding it, I don't know. But then this is the thing that kills me. They're talking about we need to come together, but yet and still you keep up unnecessary nonsense. That's the little dumb stuff I don't care for. No, we send all of these troubles that's supposed to be I ain't gonna say the supposedly, all of this trouble that is happening, and yet and still we make time for drama. We make time for it. I mean, some people make time for it. When others are trying to work things together, work things out, and trying to work things for the betterment of a people, which some people think it is absolutely impossible. Yeah, very hypocritical now. Very hypocritical. Very much. Now, we can sit here and talk all this stuff until we blue in the face. But this nonsense that some people are pushing out. Now, if you get together and you say, hey, you know what? We're going to do this here. We're going to do that there. All right, do that. But make sure your nose is clean. Make sure your nose is clean. You don't have no qualms with nobody. Now, except for, when I say qualms, I'm talking about something that you know for a fact you haven't done to nobody. You know for a fact you haven't just blatantly went out there and offended somebody. And then you go talk me, then you want to come in and act as if we're one big family when you know for a fact you're doing something that is not kosher. Period. If you want to see what's going to happen, if you really want to see how our people get down, and I can see, yes, it's going to be a remnant. And we can talk all faithful. We can talk faithful. But it's going to be the action. It's going to be that action of individuals that's going to make up that remnant. Because you're going to see that selfishness. You're going to see the selfishness of individual when it gets down to it. All right, this is just the beginning of times, rough times. But let the times go on. Let a couple of weeks go. Let a month go, and things starting to really get into it. It really gets. I mean, when you like dig your hands into the mud, that's when you gonna see the true individual. That's it. I see a danger, brother. I mean, I don't even know how long it's been. I know it's been about a month. I sit up and had that show, and I said, "Clear and present danger." All of that stuff was right there before us. Oh, but now when your money's being affected, that's when it's a problem. It's that foresight, brothers and sisters, I tell you. It's that foresight that we should be maintaining. Foresight, discernment. Foresight along with discernment. Mm, mm. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Is it like every man for himself? Now, this is what I call, I view very, what's the word? Concerning. Yes, the Most High is the one who's going to save us. Yes, I can see us coming out crying, boo-hooing, and everything else. I can see that now. Because when we had the opportunity to get ourselves together, we didn't. Individually, we probably did. But as a whole, as a nation, please, no. But now what are we doing now? I mean, granted, all right, let's do it now. But this, you right at the door of brothers and sisters losing their jobs. And for those that's losing their jobs, it's an easy thing to say, all right, cool, fine, we're gonna do this. But when reality kick in, brothers and sisters, let me tell you something. Is that when that reality kick in, that's the one that can make or break you. And it's going to be about that mindset. It's going to be about that mindset. This is real. We've been talking about we Yah's people and things, and the Most High gave us, he gave us so many warnings. This is what's going to happen. This is going to, so now, me, hey, we need to do something. We need to do something. Shalom, Sister Cynthia. The government employee just they got fired because they didn't perform their duties for the past week. Won't qualify. What? See, this is the type of dumb stuff that I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. The unemployment. I knew something. I didn't know that, Sister Cynthia. I did not know that. Shalom, Sister Doreen. Shoot, Sister Doreen, it made me look like you made to come on 3 times out of the week, because now this nonsense it's escalating. It is absolutely escalating like overnight. Now, I did not know that they would not qualify for unemployment because of not doing their work properly. Yeah, this is the destruction of a system. And I seriously believe that beast system is just standing there all dressed up with a shirt tied, Stacey Adams shined up, ready to come in and go say, I got you niggas. Y'all need me. And see, right now, you may not understand it, but when your stomach started growling, your utilities are not being paid, yes, you're gonna need me. And they being abrupt with it. They being very blatant, doing it. And what? Truthfully, who's stopping them? Who? I mean, you gonna have your people on YouTube, all that saying, "Oh, he done lost his mind." Be that as it may. Be that as it may. They're doing their thing. They doing exactly what the scripture said it's going to do, and they living it out. That's what they are doing. And at the same time, yeah, brothers and sisters, we're going to be put in some uncomfortable positions. And please, let's not talk about uncomfortable positions. I can tell you about some uncomfortable positions. Mm, I tell you, hmm, this is well, you know what? I really believe that we should have took this a lot more um serious. We did. We should have. But granted, at the same time, when brothers and sisters was feeling strongly about these different organizations, and they saying this is what they're doing and this is what they're doing, and kind of find out, hey, a lot of money has been mishandled. Yeah, hmm I understand it, and I'm not too much what's the word, upset at brothers and sisters. I understand that down to a T. Shalom, Sister Zenobia. I understand that to the T. And it's sad. It is sad for us to wake up only to get knocked down. When I say knocked down, I'm talking about this here, these different organizations and things of that nature, taking in donation and kind of find out money being misspent. And what do people do? What do brothers and sisters do? They pull back, which is logical. You pull back. But me, myself, I'm not giving up. I got people calling me about this, about property and everything. Nah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this stuff as soon as possible. And this is just me, brothers. This is just me. I'm talking to other brothers, sisters, and what we're trying to do. And I got to do it that way now. I got to keep my circle small because you're talking about you can't pay me to get part of another organization. 2 or 3 came and asked, "Hey, Mike, we would love to have you on the board." No, not living. No, you can't. No, no. Someone wants a home in Spain. Yeah, okay. But I tell you, I'm not giving up for the mission that the Most High gave me to do. I'm not. I know exactly what I should do and how to do it. Pray constantly for wisdom, bump money, because you got wisdom. You know how to move money around. You know how to make money. You know how to use money. So I'd rather have that wisdom in order to do these things, because that's what it's getting down to. This is about wisdom now. Well, truthfully, it's been about wisdom from the get-go. But we didn't ask for wisdom. We asked for, shalom, y'all saying. Majority of us was asking for donations. This is about wisdom. Wisdom, fasting, wisdom and fasting. Yeah. This is what this is about, Israel. You have Brother Galen and Sister Kathy Jones that has a farm. That has all that land. And I'm just waiting to see how many brothers and sisters are going to but they got all their land. Maybe I can, pitch in some funds to buy seeds to help nurture the land and things of that nature. Because eventually, when it's all over said and done, you will have to eat. You will have to eat. We know these brothers. We know this brother. We know this sister. And so my thing is this. It's only called common sense to me. Dadgummit, I need to reach out to Galen to protect me and my family. He got all that. Hey, brother, what do you need help on this? What do you need? Now, if you want to talk about your brothers and sisters being fed, the Most High know exactly. If they got 20 some acres of land. That's enough to feed a lot of brothers and sisters if we came together and worked together. If you want to talk about a clear and present danger, right now, that would be the one that you need to invest in, is into the farming. That is before the government come in and trying to take it from them. That's what I'm looking at, brothers. This is how we should be thinking. We may be in our homes, our condos, or whatever the situation may be, but when Satan wants his stuff back. Now, when I say this is a destruction of a system, what? Yes, my house is paid for, but it's not owned by me. It's paid for. On paper, yeah, it says I own the house. But from a system standpoint, that is absolutely Satan's. If the government said we claiming this land, what am I gonna do? When all this stuff is going on right now, you got generals and all these people that's getting fired. That beast system is on them. It's moving already. That's the cleanup person. That beast system is that one. I'm gonna cause this havoc, and I'm gonna turn around and clean it up at the same time for the introduction of the beast system. You want to talk about a beast? If they come in there and take your home, get out. This ours. I'm telling you. Now, Sister Kathy, this is just me. I know for a fact I'm not gonna be here, but for a few months. I'm not even trying to entertain doing things here. I need what I need to do. I need to do from afar. I got to help my brothers from a distance. I know for a fact that you have brothers and sisters. Oh, you can't do that. The United States won't allow that. When it comes to y'all's people and they hungry, I managed to get the agricultural business up and running. Well, I'm able to ship food. The Most High go see to it that it get done. I'm not worried about man, but man is worried about man, and that's even Israel. Israel think man is so strong. Some Israel think that man is so strong that they can supersede anything. They can't. They can't do it. No. This, brothers and sisters, I'm going to talk to Brother Galen. I'm going to talk to him because I'm seeing the danger is already here. The good thing about it is this. What is this? The planting season is, I think it's March or April. Excuse me. The planting season is like March or April. I'm not for sure. But we have this knowledge right before us. And so let us use this as an opportunity. Hey, brother, do you need the seeds or whatever situation means? Do you need help? Because I'm quite sure, hey, it's just him and his wife that's doing his land. I'm quite sure they're going to need help. But you go, and we're those brothers and sisters and say, hey, we got this, we have this much funds, we can do this here, we can do that there, and get things moving. And let the Most High do everything else for making it grow, because he's going to protect his people. He's going to do that. Now, and for you brothers and sisters out there, you have a house or whatever, hey, this is the, well, if you have a house and you did your lawn and everything, you had all those chemicals to grow, so you can grow have your nice, have your lawn, green grass and everything. Um, you may not be able to grow anything on that because those are chemicals. You may have to do a raised bed that is off the ground in order to do things. But this is the time where you need to start putting things in place now. This is the time for you, brothers and sisters, that do have property. Well, matter of fact, you don't need property. If you got it in your apartment and you got somewhere you can put things out in front of the sun or whatever, so be it. There is this is hmm, it's going to be mm, mm, mm. Maybe it's me, brothers and sisters. I'm gonna tell you what I do. I um I I put I think about things. Um, I look at things and then I try to past it. Um, I'm thinking about these single sisters with babies. Mm. Cause see, I mean, growing up as a child, my mother and it was five of us. I remember the days when we lived in the projects. We didn't have food to eat. We didn't. Then the government get flaky. Then they cut your food stamps off. Then your mother got to go down there, you know, and 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 they're about beg for some food stamps or whatever the situation may be. This is what I'm seeing. This is exactly what I'm seeing. But it's real. It is absolutely real. And see, we need to have more foresight in our dealings more than any time before, ever. We seeing problem. Shalom, brother Robert. I'm glad you made it in today, brother. Shalom, sister Cynthia. This is what we need. We can talk this nonsense about us not working with brothers and sisters. We can talk that. No, you know what? If a brother and sister don't help, so be it. We keep it moving. We do what we're supposed to do. It may not be in his purview to do what what we think he should be doing. He could be working on something totally different. But if you notice, if you driving up a street and you see a car accident and you seeing that you can't get through because they got the roadblock, what do a person with common sense do? And you'd be surprised. I've seen individuals drive right on up and get out. We can't get through. If I see it, and if there's a road, I turn off. If it was a driveway, I turn into it back and go the other direction. This is the discernment that we should be maintaining. It's not going to be about money. It's not going to be about money. This is going to be about survival. That's what it's going to be about. Now, when I was on Sister E's show, and it was not that what's that brother's name? Hot Sauce. And he's saying that the whole world won't be affected by the collapse of the United States. I don't believe that, and it is, and I'm quite sure that these people know. Hey, If we destroy the dollar, the whole world is going to suffer. That's true. That is absolutely true. But, and this is what I learned from my grandmother. I asked her, I said, how did they make it through the Great Depression? My grandmother said, we didn't suffer. I was like, why not? Boy, we ain't never had anything good. The only thing we had was this land, this shack, and we ate every single day. Probably didn't have no money. This is what my grandmother said now. But we took seeds out of anything we know we can get seeds out of, and they planted the following year. But they ate that year. Whatever they was growing, they ate. Greens, beans, okra, you name it, my grandmother, they grew it. She grew it. That's how she said that they made it through the Great Depression. But everybody else in the city, eating out of garbage cans and everything else, trying to find some food. They was on a force fast. This is that Farsight, brothers and sisters. I mean, what? You seeing what they doing? You notice that, what's that boy's name? The one that always want to, he want to mimic foods. And so I'm noticing he's really off in the corner. There's not much being said about. See, that's that danger. What is this cat up on? All right, we know what these two cats are doing right here. What is he doing? Because we know he owns never all of North America, the land that is. They try. I mean, they bring in that beast system. You got the two that's bringing in that beast system. You got the one who's causing the trouble, and then you got the one who's calling himself come in to clean up the trouble in order for the welcoming of the beast system. And then at the same time, if you're not in line with the beast system, well, you can't eat none of the food I clone. You can't eat. Either you go do what I ask you to do, or you go waste away. Ooh, this beast system. And it's not necessarily, well, let me take that lie back. Everybody feeling this, put it that way. The ones who be dealing with that for the longest has been us. Those are the people that's been dealing with it the most is us. The ones whose families are dealing with some type of health issues and things of that nature, and let's call them Gentiles. Now they feeling our pain. They are feeling our pain, our struggle rather. Let's say struggle. They feeling it. And they're looking for a way out. Now, booyah. They take both sides of the argument. Brothers, this here, in so many words, they do leave you kind of speechless because we've been seeing this and saying these things was going to happen. And for us to wait till we get to the doorstep, truthfully, that's not a good look. It's not. But at the same time, and don't get me wrong, like I said earlier, to a lot of brothers and sisters, I do understand the way you're feeling and your actions are pulling back. This is the repercussion of greed. This is what happens when it comes down to greed. When you feel that your money been mishandled, yeah, you pull back. You write it off as a loss, all right, and you change your way of line of thinking. I ain't trying to deal with that no more. But at the same time, the devil is trying to get us to separate ourselves more so. And I know it sounds like a double-edged sword. It does. But somewhere down that line, we have to trust somebody. We will have to do something. And granted, if the Most High sees it that we struggle, we struggle. See, that's the thing. The devil is using a system to bring us out, to break us down, and for us to make a choice. Oh yeah, let these Hebrews get hungry for a moment. These niggas, they love to eat. Bring them out. Bring them out along with the world. Oh, we already got the world. The world's going, oh, the B system, click, click. Go on over there and get you something to eat. B system, click, click. Go on over there and get you something to eat. Hebrew, oh, no, I can't do that. Let that nigga starve then. This is the system of Satan. This is system, but he's just trying to get some, if not all, he's trying to get some up under that judgment to be taken out of the book of life. That's what he's trying his best to do. And if the Most High had warned us and told us, hey, this is what's coming. I tell you, this is one thing that we cannot dare bring to the Most High, that he did not warn us. That's one thing that we cannot say. It's been written out through the scriptures. We got to hold to the apocryphers. And you think you brothers and sisters understood that on your own initiative? That was the Most High who brought you in contact with all of these other books. In order for us to protect ourselves, hey, you see a clear and present danger, act upon it. Act upon it. What are we going to do? That's the question. Yeah, we can sit here and have a day of not spending money and things of that nature. Okay. Money, the scriptures, what was that book that was in there? It said money gonna be flowing around in the streets. Money's going to be destroyed anyway. Yeah, we all over the United States, all over the world for that matter. We are. But we, with the knowledge that the Most High given us of things to come, and me, and I heard a lot of brothers and sisters voice this same thing. Hey, something is not right on the horizon. We felt an what's the word? An uneasy spirit about this world. Brothers hopped on YouTube and said, hey, something ain't right. And they were saying this. And we started talking about it. brothers, we're gonna have to buckle down. And with a lot, and some of you brothers, I know mm, it's going to take some things. It is for us to trust our brothers, and it's not necessarily the ones. It's not the ones who necessarily did something to you. It's the ones who didn't do nothing to you that we have to trust, because mm, this is Satan's system. He's going to put things out there to give off an appearance. This person can't be trusted, and this here and that there. And you may have brothers and sisters you may not agree with. But when you back to back, you throwing blows on both sides. You and that brother, you all fighting for survival. Because you know for a fact you need this brother behind you. And this brother here behind you, know he needs you. Because he can't take on all of them. He needs your strength too. Is it going to take that? Is that the situation that we got to be in? Or should we be using what the Most High said? Hey, this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. You're seeing a clear and present danger. All right. The Most High is telling you, you should love your brother intently from the heart. He's been telling us that for what? A very long time. Now we get down to the nitty gritty. If you want to talk about your faith being tested, brothers and sisters, we are right up under that banner of having your faith tested. That's where we stand right down to this very day. But don't get me wrong, I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, some brothers and sisters out there. No, you. I have. Hold on just for a minute, brothers. Sister, do y'all hear me? Oh no, it was a phone call came. All right, there you go. It's working now. All right, it's back on. I'm sorry about that. I had a phone call that came in. But this is what we have now. I mean, right now, at present, all right, the system monetary thing is still up and running. We use it to the best of our ability. But when that time comes, when it's gone, it's gone. This is Satan's system. This is his system. He's going to do any and everything he can possibly can do, because he's looking at the system. He's feeling, hey, something is about to happen. I need to affect these Hebrews. I need to discombobulate them. And he is doing a very good job at it right now. He is. He's doing a very good job at it. But it's going to be left up to us. It's going to be left up to us to say, hey, this is how um, I want to do these things and things of that nature. Um, I don't know. What is it? What is it going to take? Um, and it's going to take faith on our part, and it's going to be trust. It's going to be a trust. Trust is going to be number one, because I tell you, last year was one of the most distrustful years, at least for me. And I started seeing other brothers and sisters going at it about some other different things. So I'm claiming their money got misused over here. They took my money over there. When I say the devil been busy, he has been busy with Israel. He knew of things that was on the horizon. If these people pull this off, I need to make sure there's some discrepancy with these people. And he's seen to it. Only for us to get to this particular time, now this is the devil speaking. Now I got these people walking around like ants, trying to figure out what they're going to do. That's the thing. Now we're trying to figure out what we're going to do. Because he has already orchestrated. He put things in place to get us discombobulated. That's what he did. He got us discombobulated. And now, brothers and sisters, we have that knowledge of what he has done. Shalom, Sister Pixie Dust. Hold on just one moment. Hold on. Brothers and sisters, hold on just one moment. I'm sorry, I'm back. Shalom, Sister Pixie Dust and Sister Karma. I'm glad you made it in today. And I got to go back and get a air compressor. Oh, boy. Yeah, but that's the thing, brothers and sisters. We're going to see some brothers and sisters. They're going to start breaking off. I'm telling you, I'm just telling you, this is what I'm seeing from afar. You go start seeing brothers and sisters breaking themselves off away, not away from their faith, but they're going to have to make some, drastic decisions in order to maintain their livelihood, or not livelihood, to take care of their families. That's what they're going to have to do in order for them to help other brothers and sisters. It's going to happen. Let's not even fool ourselves to thinking that it's not going to happen. It's going to happen. And some brothers and sisters, they're going to do it down to the T because they're worrying about their other brothers and sisters. Hold on just for a moment. Hey, Richard. Um, uh-huh. Air up this tire. On this Chevy. Oh, it's on the truck. Yeah, it's man, that thing down. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's put up to that walking. All right, but let me get the compressor real quick. Where? Oh, where? Oh, okay. Yeah, come in, man. All right. Oh. Oh, yeah, here's the floor. Okay. Hold on for a minute, brothers. And this thing is heavy, man. All right, thanks a lot. I'm back, brothers. All righty. But this is what's going to happen, brothers. It's going to happen. And for those that can, I mean, and maybe I could be taking my emotions and driving it in a little bit too far. Because I mean, I just don't look at the present. I try my best to look past the present in order to not necessarily to predict, but to have things set up that's going to be beneficial in the future. And that's just my line of thinking on that. And I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But when it comes to us as a people and with this awakening, it takes on a different meaning because it's just not about you no more. It's about a nation. When you start to understand, and the Most High, He started letting you know who you are. And you come to find, hey, it's a lot of us. And it's just not about us individually. And that's the thing that for those that are concerned about other brothers and sisters. And this was going to lead back to the action, because the actions of true brothers and sisters, it's that action that's going to determine who we are as a faithful brother or sister. And then you go find out who the selfish ones are. You're going to find that out. Time is going to show itself. Time is going to show itself. I mean, this is and you have brothers and sisters that's talking about, they feel that the system that we live in right now is the wilderness. I don't believe that. It's a wilderness. It is a wilderness of Satan. Because if you go into Revelation chapter 12, the Most High said, He took His people away from the face of the devil into the wilderness. So it seems to me now, it's just me, that there are two different wildernesses. You have a wilderness of the devil that we are in at present. Then the Most High said, you're coming into my wilderness. Two different wilderness. One is demonic. One is for His holy people. And it's going to be for a sifting out, separation. Because you got some Israelites out there that's living shady, that wants to continue to live shady. Those are the ones that's going to be weeded out. Are you right, Sister Pixie? This is a decision-making time. This is what this is. When it's all over said and done, it's all about your decision individually. What is it that you want to do? Because your actions are going to speak volumes to the Most High. You coming out of there you go, y'all saint, out of Satan's sight. So now we won't have to worry about that beast system and things of that nature. Now we're up under the Most High's sight, His doing. This is what we're about to go. I mean, it's like we one step from being up under the Most High's wilderness, and it's the word wilderness that takes. I mean, it puts a different. I ain't gonna say put it. Some brothers and sisters may feel, oh, this is gonna be bad. No, not this. No, I don't see it that way. I do not see that wilderness being like that. If you're able to make it through Satan's system, what? And by means of obedience, you don't think you can make it through the Most High system, wilderness? Because, like I always said, you're going to have to destroy that flesh in order for that spirit to be strong. When that spirit is strong, everything about you is about that spirit. Because you go tell that flesh exactly what it needs to do. You go, oh, you need to, take a back seat and sit down. That's going to be by means of your doing because of your strong spirit. There you go, sis. There you go, sis. It is. It's that purging. That's all it's going to be about. Because it's going to be about that flesh. Because you're going to have your Israelites. You're going to have them. Ain't no ifs, ands, and no buts. They're going to be there. You will have something that's coming out of prison. You will have some Israelite who right here just did some heinous things. You're going to have them. I'm not even trying to sit up here and think that we're not. You're going to have some of everything that's going to come out of Satan's system into Yah's wilderness. And it's going to be a big welcome sign. Welcome to Yah's wilderness. And obedience, that's your life. But the more you want to get into your flesh, you cannot blame the Most High for your destruction. Your destruction is going to be based upon your own flesh and what you choose to nourish. It's going to be either your flesh or it's going to be your spirit. When it's all over said and done, if you go back and look at Adam and Eve, what was it? It was that flesh that Eve and Adam put first and foremost. That's what they went after. And it is going to be that same flesh that we must fight against in order for us to heal our spirit. We're going to have to purge out our flesh and purge right back in that spirit. That is the most important thing for our survival. And don't get me wrong, brothers. That flesh is a very strong one. Something that you should not take for granted is that flesh. But up under the Most High's system, you won't have that wicked spirit nudging you on to put your flesh first. That's the difference between that. Now, in this system, he's all about you and your flesh. That's what he's about. Do what you want to do, because he knows it goes against the Most High. You want to dive off into the alphabet bowl? Satan is saying, "Be my guest." You want to view yourself as a god? Be my guest. You want to get into the entertainment field? Oh, yes. Oh, here go the door. This is what Satan is doing. And the more he gets you into your flesh, the more of a fight you're going to have to get out of it. And brothers and sisters, yes, we got a battle in front of us. We do. Even now, we got a battle against our own flesh. Not only against our flesh, he got principalities we got to go up against. So yes, brothers and sisters, we taking blows from left to right, north to south. We're taking these L's. And the Most High seeing it. He knows exactly what each and every last one of us go through. What things you got to contend with. And in Satan's system, oh man, I mean, what? A lot of our brothers and sisters that may have had who have had some traumatic experience in their life, and they still trying to cope with that right down to this very day. The Most High knows the struggles. He knows it. That was a friend of mine. Name is Cece. And but Cece and her friend in Chicago. Back in the days, they was back in the 90s, they were selling drugs and everything. And they were selling out of Cabrini Green, the projects. And they were liking the money, huh, my friend? Yeah. And so what had happened, a group of other guys, they were selling drugs also out of the projects too. And this happened to these sisters. These boys got a hold of them, stole their drugs and the money. And they essayed both of them. They did. Cece is a strong woman. And she just took it. She said, and the way her mindset was this. She said, I ain't had no business selling drugs anyway, Mike, because I was destroying my own people. I think that was just a punishment that I should have received because I'm selling drugs to somebody else. And that's how she took it. But her friend, she didn't take it that way. She felt that it was wrong, which it was. It was wrong. I don't care how you look at it. It's wrong. And what she was doing was wrong. Both of them wrong. So, but the thing about it was this. This to show you how traumatic experiences can have different effects on people. She went by the sister's house, and she deleted herself because she kept battling that there was something that was taken away from her out of that incident. These are the things. And that's just one of the situations. But this is not to pacify us, but the Most High knows exactly what we've been going through. He knows. He knows everything that we've been going through. You got some strong women out there. You got some strong brothers out there. I know some brothers who was essayed, but they continue to stand and move. I mean, though, granted, I talk with a few brothers. It's sometimes, man, Mike, you ride around minding your business, it just pops up in your head and you start getting all angry and things. He said, but you just have to, he said, for him, he just got to get a hold of himself. He got to get a hold of himself and calm himself down. And he's been doing that for years. Years. We have a lot of things, brothers, that we got to continue to contend with, along with a nagging devil. When I say nagging, I mean nagging. He's nagging you to dig deeper into your flesh. He don't care what happens to you. He doesn't. If he said, hey, man, if I was you, I think I'd go get that nigga. I'll put it on. So this is the devil in your ear. And he's always going to be in your ear as long as you are in his system. So, yes, we should be looking forward to coming up out of this system and going into Yah's system, because for the right-minded, right-hearted individuals, we're saying to ourselves, hey, it's going to be better, because you know your mindset. I want to do what the Most High said. I want to live by his laws. And see, this is the thing. At the same time, when you have a whole lot of brothers doing the same thing, they want that, they have that desire to live by the laws. It makes it easier for you to obey the laws. You'll be surprised when you got a group of people and you all on one accord on doing something. Does it not get done? Usually it gets done. And at this particular time, yes, we should be extremely happy of what's going on right now, truthfully. Because all it's doing is setting the stage for your exodus. Oh, let me hold on, because I don't know. Exodus or gathering, because the Most High said he's going to put his people back in their own land. I'm not going to argue with no one about that. We can find any and everything to argue about, but this is not that time I want to go back and forth arguing with a brother or sister, because this is about brothers and sisters survival, including mine and my family. This is what this is about. Not finding something of a scripture to complain or argue about. We have a clear and present danger that stands before us each and every day, as long as we are up under the devil's nose. We should be back to back with one another. If the brother falls, you get a brother, I got you. This is what we should be having in our heads. But brothers, we will have to make it we're going to have to make it a matter of deep-seated prayer that we pray to the Most High to give us the strength to trust our brothers. The colonizers did, they did what they did. Satan Satan egged them on and got them in a certain way. All right, fine. Because right now, this is about every last one of you on this this channel. It ain't about one of us, it's about every last one of us. This is what this is about. This is about our survival. Because now you've seen exactly what this system is trying to do to us. Although the Most High told us this was going to happen, now we're starting to feel the beginning of a much more pain of distress. That's what we're about to see, or in the coming days. They know exactly what they're doing. Off the top, they know, and they're going to continue to do it. They're going to continue. If the Most High did not step in, not one of us will survive. But for his love for his people, he's going to step in. He's going to have brothers and sisters that you never knew that was out there that's going to come to your aid. He has brothers and sisters that's working on things that's not saying a thing. They off in the cut. This is truthfully not that time to be right here debating. You have an issue when you got a government, Satan, that's working totally against you. You, your wife, your kids, your brother, your mother, your father. He's working against, and whether they're awoke or not, it don't matter. He don't care. They can be comatose. He's still trying to get inside their heads. This is how serious it is right now. Hold on, brothers and sisters. No. This is what's going on. I tell you. This is real. This is real. I tell you. Hold on for a minute, brothers and sisters. Hold on just for a moment. And sisters, let me see this thing here for a moment. Let me do this here. My encouragement, brothers and sisters, is this. Keeping your head on the swivel, it's a must. And it seemed like, hey, we gotta, and we have to, what's the word? Thrust ourselves into trust. I mean, with a great deal of prayer. We will have to continue to pray to the Most High. We need Him. And outside of Him, we messed up. We will have to pray to the Most High. We gonna need Him. The devil did. He has done his thing, and he's continuing to do his thing. But we gonna have to buckle down and be real about our service to the Most High. This is what we're gonna have to do. Keep your head on a swivel. Continue to pray for your brothers and sisters, because we're going to need it. And like I said, brothers and sisters, I'm going to talk to Brother Galen and Sister Kathy Jones, because I seriously believe a lot of us is going to need to be in their positions as farmers. I seriously believe that. I'm not even saying I'm not trying to invoke fear, but if you look at the world, like I said, you got people out here that's going to destroy a system. Then you got another person over here. He wants to control the food. And this just don't look good at all. You brothers and sisters, stay safe. Keep your head up. Stay prayed up. And on that note, I would say shalom. Be safe.